everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be trying some new products, the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Skin Tint, as well as the new concealer, and the entire Micaela X Glamlite collection. I'm super excited. I have very high expectations, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video.
2, 3, let's switch this up.
Okay, so as you can see, I have already primed my face. I have already done my brows. I've already cut the brow, all of those things. So we are going to go ahead and dip right into the eyeshadow palette. Everything did come packaged inside of a box like this. Love Micaela. I love her. And I do like the glitter concept. However, it leaves room for the situation that I now have. Palette, if you can see, has lifted. So every time that the glitter, so there's glitter inside. If you haven't seen this, there's glitter inside of the actual palette. Also, I have my window open because it's beautiful outside, so you are going to hear wind chimes. I hope it's not distracting. I will try to have music over this so you can't hear them. But anyways, so every time the glitter falls down the palette, it's going everywhere. As you can see in the box, I've actually been trying to shake it all out. But yeah, let me just show you here. So I've been trying to just get it all to come out so I don't have to worry about it getting all over my brand new shirt that I love. I think I've about got it at this point, which is such a bummer because it's so beautiful and I love the concept, you know. It just, like I said, there's room for that error right there where it just, it comes up and then the glitter comes out, and it's not even greatly sealed on any side. This side is pretty well sealed. Yeah, this side is sealed all the way, but the front and the side is completely open. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here a minute and try to get all the glitter out before we continue the rest of the video. Entire Micaela collection is around $75. Of course, as always, I will have something going on the screen. But in this collection, you get an eyeshadow palette, you get a highlight, you get 2 pairs of lashes, and a lip kit. So I do think that it is a very good deal. And Micaela also has a discount code, a coupon code, Micaela, and you can save money off of your purchase. This is what the box looks like, that the palette does come in very pretty. And then of course, Micaela is on the back with the letter, a lot of, just like any other influencer palette. It's very much like that. This is a picture of the entire collection. Very pretty. The only downfall so far is the glitter, which I do love. You guys, like, I love the concept. I love the look of the palette, and I hate that mine came broken. I mean, of course, but I tried to hot glue it, but I just didn't want to rip it all the way, and almost all the glitter had fallen out in the box anyways. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna dump it out. But the main event is the palette, of course. It says her name on it, and then it says Glamlite. This is like a shadow box, and inside was glitter, and like I mentioned, mine's basically come out. And then you do have a full length mirror on the other side of this, and this is what the palette looks like. It is absolutely stunning. Stunning, honey. Absolutely stunning. And I am dying to use this color. I've seen Micaela use it on her TikTok, and I'm dying to play in that color. I don't think I'm going to today because I'm wearing this Morgan Wallen shirt. So we're probably gonna keep it neutral because a lot of you guys, when I test out palettes, you guys really wanna see what the neutrals look like. But if you do want a second tutorial with all the colors, like this video, let me know in the comments, and I'll be using it on TikTok. So definitely the shade, the best color. I am going to quickly swatch this for you guys. In these swatches, I'm going to be starting from the top row, left side corner, and working down, and we will go each row at a time, okay? are 5 rows with 6 shades in each row. That means that there are 30 eyeshadows in the entire palette. The first shade that we're starting out with is the shade Harley. Now Harley is like a really beautiful, like tanny bone shade. And that is what Harley looks like. It's like a very beautiful cream shade. Next up is How You Doing, which is a really beautiful transition shade. It's just that perfect like tan that's just really beautiful for a good transition. Very pigmented. That is the thing that I'm seeing. What I usually do is just take my finger around twice and swatch it. So these are very pigmented. They do not feel powdery. They feel like a very high-end eyeshadow palette. She did say the reason why she chose Glamlite to collaborate with is they were the first one to sponsor her and believe in her. And you know what? That is so beautiful. That's just how Duval is for me. Duval Spin Brushes, they're the first company that believed in me. So I will always stand by Duval. The next shade is Gemini, and more importantly, my favorite type of transition shade. So it is a tan shade, but it has a hint of an orange undertone, which is what I love for my skin tone because I have a very peachy undertone on my skin. Like that is just the perfect crease shade to start everything out with for me. I love it. This top row here is a very important row. You need a very diverse set of transition shades. This one is what's popping, and it looks to be like a very beautiful gold shimmer shade. It feels incredibly creamy, and goddamn, bitch, that looks like I wiped my ass in 24 karat gold. Like, what in the hell? These are so creamy, you guys. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bitch? And I don't have all the studio lights. We're using daylight here, people. Back to matte with hot cocoa. Now, this is that typical orange undertoned, like lighter brown shade that you need, okay? You need it. It needs to be there. It's gorgeous. Look at that. So freaking fracking pigmented. I just can't get enough of it. The next shade in the palette is a very beautiful brown with a hint of purple. It's called Willow, and Micaela has used this several times since this launch. Now, this collection launched, I do believe, in June of last year. But here is Willow. A beautiful, beautiful brown. Love it. I did shut the window because I had a feeling that the wind chimes were getting a little bit too loud. And on to the second row, the first shade is called Glow Up. It's my kind of shade because this is like a beautiful champagne with, it's like a rose gold, really. Like a rose gold. Look at that. Holy shiznit. These shades are in freaking insane. Shade is a matte shade. It is called Simba, and it is a beautiful orangey coral. It is a little, it's just that perfect coral shade. Just like a beautiful coral. Very pigmented and beautiful. Next up, we have another shimmer shade, and this is another gold looking shade. This looks like a pure gold, and it's called Accent. Yeah, just like a really deeper, it's a little bit deeper than that first gold. So stunning though, holy shit. We have an orange shade called Buffalo Chicken, and it is matte, beautiful orange. Very pigmented. Next up, we have what looks to be in the pan like a beautiful lavender color. It's a shimmer shade, and it's called Manifest. Yeah, like a beautiful lavender. Wow. Like a lavender silver shift. How gorgeous are these? Holy shit. Seem to apply beautifully with your finger. So I'm wondering how they're gonna apply with the brush. I think they're gonna apply beautifully. I don't think we're gonna have any issues. When you have shimmer shades that are this creamy, I mean, they literally feel like butter. I think that you're not gonna have an issue. I think that you could, that's when you've got a really good shimmer shade. The mattes are really good and soft and buttery as well. So I don't think we're gonna have any issues whatsoever. Now next we have a bronze shade called Cookie, and it is a shimmer shade as well. very bronzy. Yeah, that beautiful deep bronze. Absolutely beautiful. Same formula. I've not felt, all of the mattes feel the same formula. All of the shimmer shades feel like that beautiful formula as well. Now we're moving on to the third row, and we're starting out with the shade Iconic, which is a hot pink. This is a matte shade. Look how fucking iconic. That is truly iconic. Wow. To the next shade, it's called Simping, and it is a beautiful light, like a really pretty pinky shimmer shade. In person, it looks like the perfect pastel pink shimmer. Yep, just a beautiful pink shimmer. Next up, we have a little bit of a deeper purple shimmer shade called Immaculate. Immaculate. Next, we have the shade MJ, which is a perfect pastel purple. That's what we got going on there. Okay, let me swatch that one with my right hand. Okay, let's see if we can get it a little bit better over here. Yeah, see, that's a lot better than with the left hand. Next up, we have a little bit deeper of a purple. It looks like she goes all the way to the deepest. So there are 4 purple shimmer shades. Yeah, 4 purple shimmer shades. And this is the 3rd darkest. And it is called New Beige. Same formula. Looks like it's gonna be very shifty. Oh yeah, so pretty. Look at that. Ah. Bitch, that's stunning. The last shade on this row is like if silver, blue, and lavender shimmer shades had a baby, it would be this shade, and it's called Nahs. Nahs? N-A-H-S. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is about to be bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy fucking shit. That shade is fucking iconic. Just want to take a little bit more. Like just literally just the little crumbs that hit the side of the palette is what I just swatched right there, bitches. Like, holy shit, that is fucking stunning. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. To the 4th row, we are starting out with the green shade, okay? It is this beautiful pastel but neon green. It went viral on TikTok. This girl did a look with it. Micaela recreated it. It's fucking stunning. It is the color that I definitely want to use. However, like I said, when I do these reviews, you guys really want like an everyday look you can create with the palette. But this shade and me, bitch, we're about to go on a whole journey. Yeah, do you guys see now where this is lifting now that I hold the palette? That's so sad. But yeah, let's swatch this matte green. It's called the best color. Huh? Oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, bitch. And keep in mind, the way that they used the color was pressed onto the lid. Now, I have a P. Louise base that is gonna go underneath the shade, and I just have a feeling it is going to pop like nothing other, honey. Next up, we have a deeper green shimmer shade, and it is called Bonehead. Oh yes, this is giving what everyone is going to be wearing on their lids on St. Patrick's Day. Now the next one is kind of like a pea green shimmer shade, and it is called Stunning. Oh, wow. Next up, we have the deepest purple shimmer called Portuguese. The second darkest purple in the palette called Part 2. Very pretty. The next shade is a beautiful pastel sky blue matte shade called Roddy. I think Roddy. We're gonna go with Roddy. So beautiful. So beautiful. I mean, they're all stunning. At this point, I'm just showing you what the colors look like swatched, okay? Now next up. And next up, we have the shade called Audrey, okay? Reason number 2 why I got the eyeshadow palette. The first one was the best color. The next one is Audrey, okay? It is this emerald, but also blue periwinkle shimmer shade that looks fucking unfucking real. I feel good. This is one of the shades that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about, and I do not know why. Because every time that I watch because I watched several, I just really got into Micaela in January. And when I found out she had come out with a collection last year, I was like, I gotta have it. And all the videos that I've watched breaking down this eyeshadow palette, like I could give a fuck about the glitter. What I care about is the product, okay? But this shade Audrey is one that I've seen swatched in every single video, but nobody really uses it. I'm like, why? The shade next door is like the deeper shade that you could deepen up if you did a cut crease with this color. It's called Freetown. It's basically the matte version of this shade. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now you guys know when it comes to mattes, it's all about the way they feel to me. It's not about the way they swatch. You do not apply matte shades with your fucking finger. And the next shade is a pea green called Loop. There's Loop. Except we have a yellow shade called Handy. Very nice. The deepest purple in the palette called Frisky. It is a matte shade. And reason number 3 why I needed this eyeshadow palette, the shade Masshole, which is this beautiful blue that I've seen several people use in tutorials. I've seen the reviews, and I'm fucking excited about a blue like this. Beautiful electric matte blue. Bitch, I am fucking excited about this blue. That is the Glamlite X Mikayla eyeshadow palette. I will have the individual price of the palette up here on the screen. Also in the collection comes 2 pairs of lashes. The first one is Code Orange, very much me. Both of these lashes are very much me. They're very much beautiful full lashes, which I love. Next up, we have Brand New, which are absolutely beautiful as well. They're a little shorter than Code Orange, but beautiful nonetheless. Next up, we have the Highlight. Now, all of these products are also vegan and cruelty-free. This is what the Highlight looks like. Ooh. Wow. Just wow. Ooh, honey. You better work. That is beautiful. There is no shade name on it, but I'm assuming if you go, well, I do know. If you go to the Glamlite website and you look up Glamlite X Mikayla, there's a whole tab. You'll see the Highlight. Next up, you have the Micaela X Glamlite Lip Set. The first one is more of like a silvery like gloss. This is what the doe foot applicator looks like. Very nice. Does have like a silver glitter in it, but it's not chunky. You can't feel the glitter. Next up is more of a champagne gold, same doe foot applicator. Love it, very much my speed is this one. Very moisturizing, I love these. Next up, it looks like we have a matte nude gloss, which we all know. Oh yes, it is a really beautiful light nude, so it's going to be perfect to put on top of nude lip looks, which I wear all the time. So this is going to be perfect. And there we have it, my friends. That is the Glamlite X Mikayla collaboration full collection. Now moving on to the Jaclyn Cosmetics stuff. So the first thing we have is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. I am going to be honest here, and I'm going to say, you guys know that I love Jaclyn. So I can't lie and say that there's not going to be any bias here, because there is a little bit of bias with her, because I just love her. I just love her. But I am disappointed because I've watched Jaclyn from the beginning. I'm talking from the very beginning. Very, very beginning. I've watched her since she's been on YouTube, and she's always been full coverage. So this one throws me off. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a full coverage moment. So this one does throw me off. I am a little disappointed. I think the price is good, because for good skin tints, that is the price that you're going to pay. I'm just really sad. I just knew she was gonna come out with a full coverage moment that we were all gonna fucking die over. But she came out with a skin tint. I am a little disappointed in this, but I have it because I love her. So she could come out with, you know, toilet seat covers, and I would buy the toilet seat cover. But this is what it looks like. I got it in the shade Fair Light because I probably won't wear this if I have a spray tan. If I love it, I'll buy my spray tan shade. But for now, I just bought what I think that I would wear normally, because what I feel like this is going to be what I wear when, you know, I'm hardly wearing any makeup. I'm doing a full beat today because I'm doing the Micaela review as well. So more than likely we're going to be putting a full coverage foundation underneath and putting this on top, or I'll put this on first. So you guys, that's what I'll do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on first so you guys can see what kind of coverage it has on its own. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some more foundation over top, just because I'm doing a full face of makeup, and I would never use a skin tint for that unless this is just a full ass coverage skin tint, in which case I'll be pleasantly happy. Not say anything about being vegan or cruelty free. I do think that's important to mention, because for a lot of people that is important. To get 30 milliliters of product, which is 1 fluid ounce, which is completely normal for foundation. So it is a beautiful component though. The pump is also beautiful as well. It looks very beautiful. It looks very bougie. I mean, it's nice. And then finally, we have the Jaclyn Cosmetics Perfecting Concealer in the shade Fair Peach. I do like a peachy undertoned concealer, just because it does help hide all the purpley reds that are under my eyes. This is what the actual component looks like right here. And this is what the doe foot applicator looks like, which I really, really like. I do not like a big fat applicator on a concealer. You're getting 0.23 fluid ounces. Let's compare that. And we'll compare that to one of my, as you can see, most used concealers of all time. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Skin Velvet. And it has 0.30 fluid ounces. So this one is 0.30, this one is 0.23. So there is a little less product in the Jaclyn Cosmetics. Fenty Skin is 0.27. So there's even a little bit more in Fenty Skin. Look at Makeup Revolution, which is another really heavy contender. Makeup Revolution has 0.14. So this has a lot less product than that. So I think as far as the amount that you're getting for the price, as long as this is a good concealer, which we'll find out in a minute, I think it's worth your coin. So now you know what we're testing out on today's Testing Tuesdays So let's go ahead and get started on the eyes. Going into the Glamlite Micaela eyeshadow palette. We start out with the shade Gemini, which is this shade right here. The one that I told you guys would be the perfect transition shade. Next up, I'm gonna deepen up the crease with the shade Hot Cocoa. They are very pigmented. They are very creamy, like I thought they were going to be. Blend like a dream. It's pretty much effortless. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Willow. And it back into Hot Cocoa, which was that second shade, and I'm just going to blend these two together. I think that Stunning is the move, so we're gonna go ahead and put Stunning on both the lids. Those are fucking iconic. So beautiful. And then I'm just going to dip back into Willow and deepen up the outer edges. Wow, that is absolutely stunning. 10 out of 10. Recommend. You can make everyday looks. I know I could have done a gold, but you guys get the gist. For those of you who want like everyday looks, you could do this with a regular gold, but this is fucking beautiful, and I'm so excited to see what kind of looks can be created with this palette. I'm so excited. Now we are going to go ahead and try the Jaclyn Skin Tint. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over my face and blend it out, and we'll see what it looks like. A little bit of her Skin Perfecting Oil. Just really feel like that's the move. I don't know if you guys can see what is happening here. Like, do you see these spots that just aren't covering up and it's just getting patchy? Look at that. Ew. Look at that. Ooh, why? It's a no. It's a no. I don't want to. I don't want to. And look how much product I just used. Damn, I hate that. I love her. Just for shits and gigs, I'm trying it with a makeup brush and seeing if possibly that was the cause. So definitely with the makeup brush is a lot better. By the way, this is my favorite kabuki. It is the L'Oreal Los Angeles L11. It's fantastic. But definitely with this brush, it looks a lot better. It's definitely a good skin tint because it covered all of my redness. So I do like it, but I don't like it with the Beauty Blender. With the Beauty Blender, it was all separated and just not the tea. But with the brush, you guys, I don't mind it. It's definitely a skin tint, so it's not what I'm used to. But I think the way that I'm going to use it, because I bought it, so I'm obviously going to use it, is putting it underneath foundations, just like for a clean slate type deal. Or like when I go to Dollywood or on vacation, this would be a really good foundation, just to like even out your skin tone or whatever. But yeah, I do recommend it with the brush, not with the blender. And you really don't need that much, just a little bit. So I went in ham. Don't do that. The second time around I didn't. I mean, look how much product I used. So just be easy with it, but you know, it's meh. Next, for the Jaclyn Cosmetics concealer, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my regular routine. But here we go. Ooh, nice and brightening for sure. Wow. Love the doe foot applicator, like I already mentioned. Love the peachy tone to it. If you're someone who just wants, you know, just a little bit of coverage, this is going to be right up your alley. This is going to be just for brightening, for sure. All right, so now that we're here, it is now time for the Micaela X Glamlite highlight. So I think what I want to do first is spray my face, and just like I always do, and then apply the highlight. And oh, whoa, bitch. Whoa, bitch. We're gonna be blinging to the goddamn. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. And I also like that it doesn't make your cheek look like you've been punched in the face when you're turned to the side, or like when you're looking head on. Okay, so apparently I did not hit record, but here are the Micaela X Glamlite lashes in brand new. Again, there is another pair called Code Orange. I also went ahead and did my lips, so now we're going to do a gloss, and of course I'm going to do the nude gloss. And yeah, it's perfect. Here is the final look. I'm gonna do something with my hair, and we'll be right back for my final thoughts. So, final thoughts, I think the Micaela collection is very much worth your money. I would just say there is the possibility that your palette shows up like mine. For me, that I could literally give a shit less about that. The palette is stunning. It's amazing. It is worth every single dime, nickel, penny, quarter, dollar, all of it. It's worth it. Get it, buy it. The Jaclyn Cosmetics. Okay. The skin tint, underwhelming. Okay. I'm going to be honest. Do I recommend it? Yes, because it is a skin tint. It does what it says. Again, I had trouble with the Beauty Blender. It worked perfect for me with the brush. So I do recommend it, but with the brush. As far as the concealer goes, I like it. It's really brightening. It is not really full coverage. So I think it does pair nicely with the skin tint. But yeah, if you're wanting like a full coverage concealer and you don't use It Cosmetics, I use Bye Bye Under Eye underneath my eyes. So that's really the coverage for me. So I typically do like a lesser coverage concealer that's not too thick underneath the eyes. So I will continue to use both products. But yeah, that is my final thoughts. Everything will be linked down below. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Do be sure that you do subscribe for more beauty content. And also I do story times on Thursday. So if you like those, come back around then. Follow me on TikTok if you would like to see this full tutorial over there. Love you guys so much. And until the very next time, bye.